Hi there, open access students. Well, we've got through another year and I hope you've enjoyed 2022. My name is Rachael Leahcar and I'm a singer-songwriter from right here in Adelaide, South Australia. I was on The Voice back in 2012, the very first season, and I ended up being one of the finalists, which was pretty exciting. And you may not realise this, but I'm also legally blind. So I have a condition called retinitis pigmentosa. I've had it since birth. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? RP for short. And it means that I have tunnel vision, short-sightedness, night blindness, and what I do have will deteriorate over time. So I have about 5% of normal vision now. And if you put your hands up like that, that's kind of like what I can see, except that's all very blurry. So I have never let it stop me from doing anything I've wanted to do in life. I made a successful career out of my music, absolutely love music, and I'm also doing a degree in disability and developmental education. And I wanted to share something I learned in this degree for International Day of People with Disability. So I learned about the different models of disability. Now, we've gone through a few different models, but the main two are the medical and social model. So the medical model means that your disability is the problem and it's something to be fixed and that you are to be cured. But the social model is that society is the problem and needs to be fixed. So I believe in universal design, which means that the world should be accessible for everyone. Automatic door is an example of universal design. So you walk up to or roll up to an automatic door and it'll open for you. You don't need to open a doorknob or anything. Anyone can use it. There's no stairs and it just opens. As long as you exist, you can use that door. So that's what I believe the whole world should be like. In my time, I have gone around the world doing music, and I started this when I was very young. 8 years old was my first performance on stage, and I travelled to Italy when I was 15. I tried out for the X Factor and Australia's Got Talent without any success, unfortunately. But that just tells you that it was fate that I would be on The Voice, because I heard blind audition and I thought, that's got to be for me, doesn't it? So I went on there, but at that time, my sight was deteriorating quite rapidly. So I was presented with a cane so that I would be safe, because I was tripping over bags and bumping into people, and people would get quite angry because they didn't understand, because I don't look like I'm blind, because I'd be looking at people, but I'd really be looking towards the sound. So I used my ears quite a bit, but that wasn't cutting it anymore. So I started using a cane, and this was symbolic for many reasons, not just because it was a symbol of my safety and my disability, but I had to accept that my sight was deteriorating. And this was very hard for me. And I'm sure all of you have had obstacles in your life that you've had to go through and accept and get through and overcome. But I found that once I started using that cane, I was not only safer, but people were kinder. So I want to encourage everyone to try and find their weaknesses and make them into a strength. I started making all these blind jokes to make people laugh. So I found that people were laughing with me instead of at me. And I was using my cane like a boss. So I want you all to find those tools in life and the things that make you happy and use them to your advantage, because you can make life so much easier for yourself when you do that and accept your weaknesses and find your strengths. So I want to say Happy International Day of People with Disability. Be loud, be proud, and be who you are.